So we've got the mind and we've got the muscle. But in the world we live in today, we also need to communicate across languages. And that's where our digital translator comes in, computer-assisted translation, or CAT. Now, the key word here is assisted. This is really important. This is not about a machine just doing all the work on its own. CAT tools are designed to help human translators, suggesting words, remembering how a phrase was translated before, basically making their jobs way faster and much more consistent. And you can imagine, for any company that works globally, this is a total game changer. CAT tools make sure that a specific product name or a technical phrase is translated the exact same way across thousands of documents. That keeps the brand consistent, and all that efficiency, it also brings down costs, which makes it easier for everyone to communicate globally. This quote really gets to the heart of why this matters so much. In today's economy, being able to quickly and accurately share ideas and information across different languages, well, it's not a nice to have anymore. It's an absolutely critical advantage. All right, so we've covered thinking, doing, and translating in the real world. Now let's just throw the real world out the window for a minute and step into the digital world of virtual reality. VR is all about one thing: immersion. The entire goal is to create a simulation on a computer that is so convincing it basically tricks your senses. It completely replaces your view of the real world and makes you feel like you are physically somewhere else in a totally digital space. So how does it pull this off? Well, you strap on a headset that pretty much hijacks your sight and your hearing, and suddenly you're not in your living room anymore. You're standing on Mars, or you're inside a virtual operating room. The really crucial part, though, is the interaction. When you turn your head, the world turns with you. It feels real because your brain is convinced it's real. The most obvious examples are in video games, of course, where you're not just controlling a character on a screen, you are the character. But it's also an incredibly powerful training tool. Think about flight simulators. They use VR to put pilots into really intense emergency situations that would be way too dangerous to practice in real life, all from the safety of the ground. So let's just tie this all together real quick. AI gives us digital thinking, robotics gives us digital doing, computer-assisted translation gives us digital translating, and virtual reality, that gives us the power of digital creating, building entire worlds from scratch. And this brings us to one last really important question. We've talked about these things as separate tools, right? A mind, a worker, a translator, a world. But what happens when they all start to merge?